Welcome to your show and mine, BRBL's Bottom Line YouTube channel. Got a little different twist today, got a lot of great feedback when I put out about the movie done by Regina King called One Night in Miami, about the great night when you had four huge leaders in the same room at the same time, which was Ali, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Malcolm X, and people loved that movie. Well, there's another one coming out tonight that y'all need to see. It's called The United States versus Billie Holiday. And for the younger folks who don't know, Billie Holiday, wow, she was a humongous jazz singer. I mean, she was Beyonce and Rihanna combined into one from today's time period. Great lady, very, very opinionated woman, very strong woman. And she had gone through, I mentioned the strength because she had gone through a lot of childhood trauma, and she went through, a lot of abuse, and she had a major drug problem. And this is a biopic done on her. Great singer, Andra Day, who amazingly looks like her in this biopic. And just a little background on that, it's funny because the movie was done by Lee Daniels, the producer. He didn't want Andra Day. He had so many people telling him that he should cast her in the role. And he's kind of a cocky guy, arrogant guy. He doesn't like people telling him what to do. So he didn't want her, but finally they met. She's never acted before, and you're going to be amazed at the job that she did. And they had this meeting, and they were both in agreement why she shouldn't be doing this. But as time went on, and a longer meeting, and next thing you know, he said, okay, she's the right person. She did a fantastic job. It's on Hulu. It starts on Hulu tonight. You need to check it out, but it's an amazing story. As I said, she was a great jazz singer who had quite a few big hits. And the biggest hit was a song called Strange Fruit. And Strange Fruit was an anti-lynching song. It was done in 1939. And it was a powerful, wasn't happy, it was an anti-lynching song. It was a truthful, powerful song, which resonated with a lot of people. Who it didn't resonate with was the FBI and J. Edgar Hoover. And they went after her with a passion. But before I get into that, there was a great movie that I remember that was done on her in 1972 called Lady Sings the Blues. And it's a fantastic movie, still relevant today. Check it out. Stars two of the biggest names in cinema at that time, Billie D. Williams and Diana Ross. And fantastic film. But as I said, she had a lot of hits besides Strange Fruit. She had All of Me, Ain't Nobody's Business, Them Their Eyes, but it was that song, Strange Fruit, that caught the attention of the head of the FBI, racist and homophobe, and even though he was a cross-dresser himself, J. Edgar Hoover. And he had one of his right-hand men, Harry Anslinger, who was an anti-narcotics nutcase in the FBI. So Anslinger's job was to annihilate her, and what they did, the only thing that they could go on was the fact that she had a drug problem. And they had a black FBI agent infiltrate her, became her lover, and he was like the only guy who basically treated her right. That kind of should have been a hint to her. And he was the rooster in the hen house, kind of like the great movie that's out now, Judas and the Messiah, about the great Black Panther leader, Fred Hampton Jr., who was murdered by the FBI and the Chicago police. And they used the black man to infiltrate his group, and it's a whole story about that. And you need to watch that one too, Judas and the Messiah. But also, it's reminiscent, the first thing I thought of when I started to learn about Billie Holiday's situation with the FBI. It's the same thing that happened with Malcolm X. Matter of fact, the great attorney Ben Crump just filed a lawsuit last week on behalf of Malcolm X's daughters, saying that the FBI and the police department knew and had a hand in Malcolm X's assassination. So it's about infiltrating, get a rooster in the hen house, and that's what happened with Billie Holiday. And they went after her with a vengeance. She was also a big civil rights figure, She supported big time, and you got to remember the time period. Kind of like today, people don't like civil rights heroes. But they went after her, and because of the drugs, they set drugs on her. They tried to set her up, tried to ruin her career, just like they did Paul Robeson. Because, like I said, she was a bad heroin user. But that being said, the poor lady, she passed away much too early. She passed away from liver disease due to her drug and alcohol situation. She was only 44 years old when it happened. Matter of fact, you'll be seeing a picture where the FBI handcuffed her to her bed after she passed, as she was dying and as she passed, and they took pictures of her. That's the kind of disrespect and hatred that they had for her. But please check out Andra Day. She did a fantastic job. She didn't do any lip syncing. She did all the singing herself. She has that kind of deeper, raspy voice, and it was just a great adaptation. And also, there are so many twists and turns in this great movie. And like I said, director Lee Daniels, an openly gay man, he picked up, Billie Holiday was a bisexual woman, and he even featured in the movie that she had an affair with the great movie star, one of the movie stars of that day, Tallulah Bankhead. I mean, he got into every nook and cranny of her life. But Billie Holiday was a sharp, witty, profane, generous, sometimes mean. That's the way the movie is. It's a gritty, truthful movie. On Hulu, starting February 26th, so y'all need to check it out. And thanks for the support as always. I try to do a little bit more than sports. And even though I love sports, there's other things going on in the world. So thank you for coming to your show and mine, BRBL's Bottom Line, on the YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy the movie. Keep enjoying my posts that I put up on YouTube. And I'll catch you next time, because I ain't through with you. I got some stuff to say. Ha ha!